Community,
diversity,
innovation, choice. It's all here in your neighborhood. And we're excited to show you around on School Zone Dallas.
Your inside look at the top schools and opportunities at Dallas ISD.
Thanks for tuning in to School Zone Dallas, your up-close look at the choices and opportunities in Dallas ISD. I'm Ava.
and I'm DeTory. We're coming to you from the newly renovated South Oak Cliff High School.
This episode, we are looking at how Dallas ISD is thinking outside of the box and using innovative new programs to see and serve all students.
Yes, today is all about access because every student is unique and we should have choices that celebrate who we are.
Plus, more options means more opportunity. Opportunity to find your passion, to find your voice, to find what's right for you.
So buckle up and let's take a look at just some of the ways Dallas ISD is changing the game for students all over the city.
Today, we are going to hear from a few students who are taking advantage of a new virtual music program to get ahead of the game.
I see, so students who might want a little extra help can access lessons virtually?
You got it. Dallas ISD partners with UNT so students can have one-on-one private music lessons with tutors before, during, or after school via Zoom at no extra cost.
So Dallas ISD students can get private lessons from UNT faculty or grad students at any time for free?
That's right. The University of North Texas College of Music has given over 10,000 private lessons to Dallas ISD students. Take a look at the difference they're making.
Since fourth grade, and I really love playing music. I play French horn, and I like it because, it's different. When you come out of the private lessons, you know more, you can do better, and it just sounds overall better when, you're in the band in general, and you, all sound good because you took the private lessons.
The virtual private music lessons are really beneficial to our students because they give the student opportunity to meet one-on-one with an instructor that specializes particularly in their instrument. So it gives them that chance to have that one-to-one focus.
Virtually, there's a lot more teachers that can do things with the technology rather than traveling. If a voice teacher lives in Plano, coming all the way down to South Dallas, or not having a voice teacher in that area, this is just a much better option.
What happens in the virtual lessons are you usually go into the lessons and warm up, and then if you have music, you can play the music for him. He'll help you fix some of your mistakes that you've made and just overall help you perfect your music and playing your instrument.
Lessons, they cost money. Dallas ISD is providing free lessons for secondary students. This opportunity will allow students to continue to grow as musicians. It allows the teachers to grow their programs, improve their competition scores, UIL. It creates interest, engagement for our students. And so with this program, we're continuing to support our music students in their engagement with the arts.
Every student deserves that specialized instruction. We get so constricted to a couple hours in a day to provide instruction to over 100 music students.
I wanted to do it because I get to practice privately, my own time. It's easy to do it with a tutor than in front of my class.
A lot of times when kids start something new, they're kind of timid and shy. But once those voice lessons came in and the kids started getting better skills in how to handle their voices, it changed the whole attitude of the classroom.
To have that access from the virtual lessons, it makes me happy to know that I have someone to confide in and help me with any music that I have trouble reading or with notes. It's just anything of the sort with music.
Music is important because music is a way of life. I mean, you turn on your car, the first thing you hear is the radio. The radio has music. Even in silence, you can hear the AC going. That's still a part of music. And so music being life, music being in us already, is in my opinion, it's very important for people to understand that you can take this skill for the rest of your life. You can use it anywhere. You can use it whenever you want to. So to me, that's why music is important.
I enjoy singing a lot because it gives me a lot of confidence and it makes me feel like more myself. Like singing, it brings out my personality a lot. And I just love performing in general.
I'm from Alabama, so having anything private, it costs. And so for UNT to do this, it's perfect. It's all free. They don't have to pay for anything. All they have to do is say, I want to do it, and it's already there for them. So that's one of the reasons why I think this program is very, very important.
Many of my students have never had music or vocal music before. So to have an individual there to work with them individually allows them an opportunity to make mistakes without being in front of the whole crowd, so they can make mistakes with the virtual teacher, and she can or he can correct those things. And when they come back to the big group, their attitude is a lot different because they feel like, you know, I can do this now.
Like, music just helps me a lot to be myself and express everything that's in me. To hear those critiques, I would say it's more easier to hear in the virtual lessons because it's just one-on-one.
My tutor is very nice. Like, on our first call, he understood that I needed help. I've improved with, like, some of my notes that I couldn't hit before, but now I can. It just makes me feel like I've accomplished my goal.
We always encourage our students to continue music beyond high school, and for them to be able to meet with collegiate students, it gives them the ability to access that platform.
To have that caliber of a voice teacher to work with our high school students, it's promising.
Okay, where can I sign up?
I know, right? I've always thought about playing an instrument.
And now we have the opportunity to learn from pros at the college level. Anytime, anywhere, you get to choose the schedule that works for you.
Just another way that Dallas ISD is empowering students to turn their options into opportunities.
And speaking of opportunities, Dallas ISD is leading the way when it comes to helping students access college credit before they graduate from high school, thanks to our P-Tech and early college programs. Let's see how students are preparing to excel in college and career.
Dallas ISD's P-Tech and early college programs give high school students the opportunity to graduate with an associate degree. Students can earn up to 60 hours of college credit in a career pathway of their choice, all for free. Pathway options include technology, engineering, criminal justice, business, software programming, hospitality management, and more. Plus, there's internships and mentorships provided by Fortune 500 companies and leading businesses. 11th and 12th grade students even get free transportation to attend classes at higher education partners. Choose Dallas ISD's P-Tech and early college programs and get an early start on college. Save on college tuition and get ahead. Visit dallasisd.org/P-Tech to learn more and apply today.
It's great to see how much Dallas ISD does to support students, whichever path they choose. Up next, let's take a look at another example of how Dallas ISD looks out for all students by providing additional support through our regional day school program for the deaf.
Additional support and an extended community that understands your experience makes all the difference in the world.
So true, especially when that kind of support is hard to find. Did you know that there's only a handful of regional day school programs in Texas?
Really? Talk about high demand and short supply.
Well, thankfully, Dallas ISD is doing its part to meet the need. Let's take a look at the Dallas ISD Day School program and see how the district is serving incredible students with unique needs.
Oops. Like we're opening the doors. Yeah, same.
So the Regional Day School program for the deaf is a state-mandated program throughout the state of Texas. We have 53 Regional Day School programs for the deaf. Dallas is the second largest in the state, and we serve students in Dallas ISD and 28 other school districts around our metroplex here.
The Regional Day School Program for the Deaf, which is what we have here at Collier, it's really where you bring deaf education students into an inclusion model in a school. So in Texas, we have Texas School for the Deaf, but it's in Austin, and many families, they don't want to send their kids that far away. So in Texas, we have these programs where they're including the deaf children in the classroom with general education as much as they can. A portion of their day is spent with the deaf education teachers, and then the rest of the day is with the general education students. The teachers here are more like family than coworkers. What brought me to this program was my daughter, who is deaf. So it's very personal for me because she went through this program, and now I get to work here.
The Regional Day School Program for the Deaf provides services to students who are deaf or hard of hearing on a continuum of services, anywhere from self-contained to mainstream itinerant support. We also provide additional services, audiological services, and professional counseling services. We're an inclusive program. So for those students that need that self-contained classroom with a deaf ed teacher, we have it. For the students that don't need that all day, we're able to provide those services in the gen ed classroom with support from the deaf ed teacher. So I think a big part of our program is providing that specialized support regardless of the environment they're in that they wouldn't get at another district, right? We have it all here in our buildings.
It's impacting both our deaf ed students that they can be with their general education peers and they can learn to communicate with them. Our general education kids are learning sign and they're learning to communicate with the deaf education kids, and just normalizing and giving access to all the same things that our general education kids have.
I'm in 12th grade here at Woodrow Wilson High School. I've improved a lot because I'm taking ASL 3. When I left my old school, I noticed this school was really big, like Texas. I'm involved in track and field. My favorite class is theater. I like to get involved in doing the same activities like other students. I like being involved with all kinds of people because they need to learn about the deaf community. There is so much to learn. It's very important because we deaf people need to grow and improve.
That, to me, is the most important thing, is these kids being able to communicate with everyone around them, whether it's through sign or using their voice or it's through a communication board. I want parents to talk to their kids however they can.
Italiana, she was born on Valentine's Day, so we have a lovely Valentine's Day baby. She was born hard of hearing there at the hospital. That's whenever we found out. So just from then on, we just kind of hit the ground running. It was really cool. And especially the opportunities here as far as not only the teachers, but the other kids as well. Being able to have her own little community, it's really awesome to see.
Our Zoom meetings or stuff like that, you know, it's just been real helpful. You know, they just don't focus on just the kids, you know, they try to help us out too so we can learn with them and, you know, just try to do better for them. So, I mean, as a parent, that's a big help right there, you know, I really appreciate that because somebody, like I said, from us that we don't know any sign language or anything, they do help us out by giving us those little clues and, you know, those benefits so we can, you know, learn more with her and try to do more for her.
So I think the biggest part of the foundation is the inclusion part. I always say they have the best of two worlds here. They have time to be inclusion, to have those language role models and be part of a community.
The students are absolutely growing in confidence from the time that they start at 3 to when they leave at 5, ready to go out there and tackle kindergarten.
I just want to say it's a great program. The staff in Dallas ISD Regional Day School, very passionate about their students. We want families to know if they're with us, we love their children. We're going to love them, we're going to keep them safe, and we're going to do everything we can do for them and their families for them to be successful in the future.
Bring your kids. They have a great program. Dallas ISD has opportunities, so bring them here. They have an interpreter. Deaf Ed has time to talk with people out there. Y'all need to start learning ASL.
What a program. It is so inspiring to see our students stepping up and saying yes to a brighter future.
I can't get over how much support these students have. Everything's better when you have a team beside you and a community behind you.
And their teachers know exactly where they're coming from and where they need to go because they've been there.
Communication is such an important skill, the foundation of success, which is why I'm always so impressed by students who know more than one language.
Yeah, it's a big world out there, and people who can work across languages are always in high demand.
Let's find out how Dallas ISD is celebrating our bilingual students and leading the nation in dual language education.
Vamos!
Dallas ISD can put your student on the path to reading, writing, and speaking 2 languages proficiently and learning about 2 cultures. In a dual language program, your student can excel academically while fostering linguistic and cultural diversity through the learning of 2 languages. In a dual language program, your student will bring his or her home language to the school setting, which enriches the linguistic experience of all students. Your student will feel proud as he or she engages in a myriad of activities that build upon linguistic repertoire. And those who continue on the pathway toward bilingualism and biliteracy have more opportunities to advance in the global economy. This opportunity is open to all children in pre-K through 12th grade. To learn more and apply, visit dallasisd.org/dual language.
Inclusion, access, and community play are at the center of every offering in Dallas ISD, including physical education.
Dallas ISD offers a new PE program that pairs general and special education students together called Partner PE.
Students learn and grow by working together with their peers. The partnerships create the perfect opportunity for students to build valuable skills like collaboration and empathy.
Let's take a look at how students are expanding their perspectives through Partner PE in Dallas ISD.
Partner PE is a program that has our specialized education students come into the general PE class. What we do is we modify the general PE class to benefit our special needs. Partner PE started with Dallas ISD back in 2015. We currently have 15 secondary schools that are hosting the program.
Partner PE is helping people with disabilities make new friends and give them new opportunities. My partner is really fun to hang out with. We just play basketball a lot and we just run. I had to learn what things in sign language were because my partner is deaf.
I chose to be the coach for Partner PE because I would be able to just see the joy on the special ed kids' face and the gen ed for kids' faces for that matter. And I wanted to be a part of that, be able to help continue to grow this program and just to see how much it impacts both sets of students. All the students that have been chosen for Partner PE this year, they have been great. They are hands-on with the students and they figure out how they can meet their needs where the students are at.
My favorite thing is volleyball with my partner, Shiloh.
Everybody needs to be healthy. They need to understand why being healthy and being active is so important. A lot of people is now learning that in order to be healthy, you have to be active. And by me teaching them the importance of being active, they are all learning from each other that the more active we are, the longer and healthier lives we can live. Everybody is growing regardless of their abilities. Some people are at lower levels, some people are excel quicker and faster, but at the same time, everybody is growing and we're having fun doing it. And overall, they're just becoming better and better, healthier people overall.
Playing basketball. Oh, playing volleyball. I like to run.
Partner PE is a great program because I think it helps our gen ed students to realize that these are just 13, 14-year-old kids. The special ed kids are teaching the gen ed kids how to be more empathetic.
We want to make everything inclusive. And this builds a bond between our special needs population and our general population. You learn empathy, leadership, and it builds those long-lasting friendships.
I really like volleyball. My partner, Maya, wants to play with me.
I was like a little kind of shy to be in the class because, I didn't really know what to expect. But honestly, the first day, I felt comfortable and the kids were actually fun. We'll play sports with them and we kind of show them how to throw a ball, or we'll teach them the rules and stuff. And it's something fun for everybody.
Our impact has been great. For our special needs students, the impact is they're getting more socialization, they're getting out of their normal routine, which is helping them. They're building friendships. This program, once we get it going in the PE, it actually expands out across the whole school. So you may see those friendships in the lunchroom, you may see them build in an art class or a music class. And then for our gen ed students, you can see them learning about the different disabilities. It does change the way they see others.
Partner PE is a great program that I learned a lot from. Every time I see my partner in the hallway, he loves to say hi to me. It makes me happy that he wants to see me.
What lights my fire is the joy that I see in my gen ed kids and their compassion that I see almost on a daily basis with them, that they are trying to communicate with these deaf kids or these kids that don't have a lot of language, and they're just trying to meet them where they're at.
I feel like people think that because they are who they are, that they have disadvantages, but they really all think the same way that we do. It's just they aren't able to express it as much. Once you start to know who they are, once you start to hang around with them, you notice that it's actually it's a good thing, and it's not nothing to be scared of. It's nothing to be shy about. It's really nice to know that you can be friends with anybody.
This is something that is close to my heart. I am a person with disabilities. It doesn't matter who I am. There's a modification, there's accommodations, and we're teaching that to everybody.
Everyone needs a friend, and no one should be left out.
A lot of people out here in the world needs help, and in order to be successful in life, you have to learn to give a helping hand at times. Just because somebody is different or you may not understand them does not mean that you can't learn to love them. I didn't know any of my students from day one, but now I pretty much know everybody by name. I love them, they love me. We just have so much fun together.
Programs like Partner PE make it clear that we really are better together.
Yes, we are. That's why Dallas ISD intentionally creates opportunities to build friendships and meaningful connections. Next, we'll see how freshmen are being paired with upperclassmen to help with their transition into high school.
This is such a great way to break down the walls between students and remind us that we are all a part of a community. We can make a difference.
Meet Dallas ISD Link Crew students and see firsthand how they are making a difference.
So Link Crew is a leadership development program as well as a mentorship program in which the upper class mentors of our school, which are the juniors and seniors, mentor the incoming students, which are our 9th graders and our transfer students. Link Crew is really important for our school because it builds a community in which students are helping students, not just teachers helping students. And so we have students who look to other student leaders where they feel welcome the first time that they come to our school. They're welcomed by an upperclassman and who have been in their shoes, who have been a nervous 9th grader, who have not known where their locker is or where they go for class or what the school will be like. And so students who have been through that experience get to share their experience and be a guide along the side for them.
The transition from middle school to freshman year to high school is the hardest among the high school student experience. The 3 main goals are helping with middle school transition, helping with social and emotional learning, just doing that weekly check-in to make sure that their freshmen are okay. And I would say that the 3rd goal is also to grow leadership among our upper division students. Lilu is one of our amazing Link Crew leaders, and Lilu definitely has an important role in our program. She's one of our top Link Crew leaders. We have gotten amazing feedback from her freshman group. She constantly checks in on them once a week. She does that on her own accord. She takes that initiative. And at the same time, Lilu just brings such a positive energy and positive light to our group as a whole.
When I was a freshman, I had so much going on in my life, dealing with like a form of bullying, harassment, and I'm so glad that I'm able to be here with my freshmen so I can give them advice and tell them ways like how to handle some situations that I didn't know how to handle correctly, and it led to bad decisions. And it makes me so happy that I'm able to take the time to tell my freshmen, like, you are here, you are loved, and you are supposed to do everything in the way that you believe is right.
So Morgan is an 11th grade mentor. This is her first year in Link Crew, but she's really shined. She was a mentee herself, which I think is one of the greatest things about Link Crew is when you have that full circle, someone who experienced being a mentee and wants to give back and become a mentor.
So with Kati, she was really nervous and really shy, and I've really seen her come out of her shell, especially after she joined mock trial. She really got a voice.
I was nervous as coming in as a freshman. I wasn't really accustomed to having such rigorous classes, but being in Link Crew has really helped me just find my way in the crowd.
I'm so proud of her. She's going to state for mock trial, and she's really found her way and her group of friends, and I'm really proud of her. It's kind of pushing me a little bit more out of my shell and talking about things that I wouldn't normally get to talk about, like mental health with my mentees. It's an amazing leadership opportunity. I'm so lucky. We're all one big family here in Link Crew, and we're always gonna have each other's backs.
I went through adverse childhood experiences that in my freshman year definitely were the hardest. I found myself failing classes. I was going through a period of emotional rebellion, and it is definitely a peak. It was a peak moment in my life, a turnaround point where I felt like I could have used mentorship myself. And so I definitely care about this program 100% and believe in the impact that it has for students in their social and emotional well-being.
If I had the support that I give now, I probably would have made better choices because I pushed a lot of people away. I didn't know how to handle people, and I was just basically a walking landmine because how angry I was all the time.
When I think about Link Crew, I think about the impact that it has on the culture of the school. When you have students who step up as leaders who want to make a difference in their school, to make it a more positive environment, to make it a more welcoming environment, to make it a more inclusive environment, to make it where they see that every student that's here matters, as well as making sure that every student feels like they succeed. And so I think it's really valuable to a student, to the mentee to be able to experience what it's like to have a mentor. It's also valuable for the mentor because they develop as a leader and in their people skills and how to lead and how to plan and how to organize events. And I think that since we've had Link Crew on campus, I think that it's positively impacted the culture of our school.
Link Crew taught me that having an accepting mindset could lead to very positive outcomes, and that is what happened with my freshmen. It's incredible how you can change and help a person just by being a listening ear.
Now that's what I call community. Doesn't it feel good to be a part of Dallas ISD? The community, the support, the ways people help each other throughout the district is incredible.
Dallas ISD is all about growing access, choice, and opportunity for students and their families. It's the reason Dallas ISD is the first choice for education in the city.
And in the meantime, visit dallasisd.org/yourneighborhood to explore the choices and opportunities available in Dallas ISD. Thanks for joining us for this episode of School Zone Dallas.